So here is a report out of nature.com. This is just a medical journal. And this one talks about interstitial cystitis and what can another thing that can cause it. We know that it's caused. Diet can really flare it up. Acidic foods, spicy foods, high histamine foods like fermented foods, high oxalate foods, coffee, alcohol, unfortunately leafy greens, sauerkraut, yogurt, even if it's really high histamine, avocado, and any vinegar foods are high histamine. So, and of course any spicy foods. But this talks about mycotoxin induced interstitial cystitis. This one talks about the particular mycotoxin that is found in cereal-based food. But I'm going to tell you the only reason that they talk about this in cereal-based food is because this is one of the most common studied sources of mycotoxins. They study it, in the grains and all these things that they make your food with if you're eating this kind of food, which you shouldn't be anyway if you're trying to eat clean and healthy. Meat and veggies. The best way to heal your body is just go meat and veggies for a while, okay? If you can handle it. Like salmon. I'm talking salmon and chicken and for a little bit. This article talks about the mycotoxin that can irritate interstitial cystitis. Mold can cause your interstitial cystitis. Mycotoxins from the mold can cause your interstitial cystitis, your painful bladder syndrome. So, if you would like some research to help show that this might be what's causing it, this is a good paper. This isn't the only paper. This is just one of them. You can always put this into ChatGPT and tell it to explain it to you in regular terms. That always works. And you can take a urine test. You can take a mycotoxin urine test, and it may have specific instructions. You can't just pee in a cup and send it in. And you probably won't get your regular doctor to do this. You'll have to order it offline, off the internet, which is fine. This is normal. Like there's real-time labs and some other labs that will do urine mycotoxin testing for you, and that will help you figure out if that is what's causing your interstitial cystitis, your painful bladder syndrome. So you can go do that. This study in the National Library of Medicine, PubMed, this one gives you different ways to treat your interstitial cystitis. So obviously the first thing you want to do is cut out all of the oxalate, histamine, acidic, and spicy foods. Cut it all out. And even milk. So milk can be a trigger. Cow milk can be a trigger. So I was juicing. When I had IC and was struggling with it, I was juicing. I had to stop juicing because even the malic acid in the apples that I was juicing flared my bladder so bad. So you don't even want to do apples, anything that has malic acid. So taking vitamin C trying to kill a UTI is not going to help. That's just going to inflame the lining of your bladder even more. Yes, see, patients with IC have significantly higher comorbidities, including chronic fatigue syndrome, irritable bowel syndrome, and fibromyalgia. So if you've got any of this going on and you keep having recurring UTIs, but if you test and you test negative for UTI, it's not a UTI, it's interstitial cystitis. And mold can cause it, but so can diet. So helping to treat it by cutting out this right here goes over a lot of the things you need to cut out. The citrus foods, the spicy foods, the coffee, the alcohol, high histamine. And these dietary changes controlled symptoms pretty well or completely for 50% or more of these patients. And I can say this did it for me too. When I had IC, I could not eat regular chocolate. It would flare my bladder so bad. But I could eat white chocolate. And that's because of the acidity level of cocoa that's in cocoa. This study, you can type it in or Google it, complementary and alternative medical therapies for interstitial cystitis. You can type that in and it will come up with this article and you can read through here. There's also this product called Cysto Protect, and I think you can get this on Amazon, so it'd be worth looking into. It might help. I've used Pre-Leaf. I only used it a couple times, so I'm not sure how well it really helps. Bladder retraining is good. A lot of people need pelvic floor muscle help. Apparently that has helped a lot of people. I didn't get into that too much. And then cognitive behavioral type therapy. I did not go that route, so I don't know. Physical therapy. I don't suggest acupuncture. If you want to, that's fine. Go ahead and try it. But the best thing to do is to try diet, y'all. You're just gonna have to keep if you take Cysto Protect. Sure, you could take it, but just clean your diet up. Most of the things that trigger your bladder, like except for the healthy stuff like fermented foods, but if you can just get your bladder cleaned up, it would be so much better than having to take a pill to fight the inflammation. Clean up your diet so that your bladder has a chance to heal. That's what you really, really, really need. You really need to give your bladder a chance to heal. Supplements that helped me. So supplements that helped me heal while I had IC, because I'm not dealing with it right now and I haven't flared, even when eating foods that normally would flare it. The supplements that helped me are slippery elm, marshmallow root, licorice root, and aloe vera. And those will help heal the lining of your bladder, but also your gut, which may help your IBS. So try that and see if it works. Let me show you over here. This is my clinic, and I use Fullscript. Go ahead and sign up if you want. I offer a discount here in my store, in my clinic, and we're allowed to offer whatever amount we want. I offer 25% in mine. That's just what I choose to offer. Now, when you go over here and type in aloe, it's going to give you all kinds, but this one right here, Global Healing Center, has a very, very good, very potent aloe vera supplement, and it has really been helping not just my IC, but my gut as well. Go ahead and sign up for my clinic. It's free to sign up, and then you get 25% off every single order, not just your first order, every order, and free shipping over $50. So, and I also offer labs in here. We do not have the urine mycotoxin tests in here yet, as far as I know, but we have a lot of other labs. I have the GI map that you can order, but you just have to reach out and let me know. You need to sign up so that I know who to send it to. I have to be able to send it to you. Another thing I'll say that helped me while I was struggling with IC, and I don't know, but if you've ever heard of TRS by Kosova, I was taking that, and I no longer am struggling with my interstitial cystitis. So along with the other things I was doing Kosova, and that might just be, I don't know, but I know how painful it is. When you feel like you have a raging UTI all the time, but you don't. And it's mostly the bladder pain, and the heavy feeling when you pee. I know it sucks so bad. So try these things, try what I've shown you here, look through here and try this stuff. But please, 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 more than supplements, more than anything else, change your diet. Clean up your diet, okay? Because that's what's going to make the difference. That is what's going to make a long-term difference for the lining of your bladder to heal. Stop putting inflammatory foods into your body and expecting your body to heal by taking a pill to combat the inflammation. You just have to remove the source of inflammation completely, and then it will heal. I hope this is helpful for you. Leave a comment down below if you have any other questions or need help with anything else. Love you guys.